This is exactly how you can get prophetic impartation. You can get prophetic impartation from a human being, from a man. Or you can get prophetic impartation from an angel. So if you get prophetic impartation from a man, you'll be able to prophesy accurately. You'll be able to call names and numbers. But it's a man that can already prophesy and can impart people that should be able to do it for you, that can even do it for you. Okay, so there are a lot of things involved. If a man does it for you, it's different from when an angel does it for you. Okay, so if you get prophetic impartation from an angel, because it's not the man, you basically need to learn how to summon angels. Okay, you need to learn how to summon angels, then the angel will come physically or spiritually. Because for me, the angel came physically. I did not get impartation from a man. No, I trained, practice. Then I got my impartation from an angel. I did not get my impartation from a man, but I've imparted people and they can prophesy accurately. So there are different rules involved. But first of all, let me tell you my story about how I got my impartation from an angel. Before I now tell you how you can receive your impartation, because if you get your impartation from a man, you need to meet the man, you need to know him. And different men request for different things. Some men will request money from you, high amount of money that you might not even be able to afford. So it's only people that have money that can afford that kind of thing, that will be able to even get the impartation. A man can impart you, but it doesn't come from his mind, so you might not really get the impartation. So also, you might not have gotten to that level whereby you can even get the impartation. But before an angel can come and impart you, you're actually absolutely qualified. You can't even rush it. So let me tell you how I got my impartation from an angel. This was in 2019, right? Yes, 2019. I could already do prophecy. I could see visions. I could see the future. But I could not see names, numbers, all those things like that. Okay. And when I talk about prophetic impartation, even for angelic impartation, it doesn't mean you get the impartation and you start prophesying anyhow like that. No. It means the level of practice that you need to engage in order to achieve those things will now drop. It will drop and your ability will boost. So if you do, it's just like this is impartation. Before I got my impartation, I know how hard I used to practice before I get results. I usually practice for hours, long time before my impartation. But when I got the impartation from an angel, if I do meditation for 3 days, I've gotten what I want to get. Like it doesn't take long. 2 days later, 1 hour, I've gotten it. I just need to prepare my mind. And after getting it, I don't need to practice much to even maintain it. If you don't get impartation, you'll be practicing hard. Everything will be hard for you. So impartation does not mean you won't practice. It just means that you won't need to do a lot to sustain that ability. You'll be doing the barest minimum. So let me tell you my story of how I was able to get my impartation from an angel. So I could already prophesy, but I couldn't see names, numbers. I could see the future. People, it was very accurate. But if I want to move to the next level, it's just so hard. Training so hard. So I learned summoning angels, how to summon angels. And the angel came into my room in the afternoon, not night, afternoon, physically walked into my room and said this word. I want to impart you with the spirit of prophecy. Yes, that's what he said. Impart you with the spirit of prophecy. And I felt the vibration in my head, as if my head wanted to blast. It was very painful anyway. And the angel left. I saw the angel leaving my room in the afternoon. In 2019, I was in 400 level back then in the university studying biochemistry. I came out with 7th class upper without even going to classes like that. I'm just able to know everything. If I see the material like this, I'll know it. I usually read 3 days to exam. My brain is just so sharp. Anyway, so the angel left my room and the next day I could call names. But after then, I still had to learn to master calling names. You know, impartation is and unlocking into a dimension. It means you are unlocked into the prophetic dimension. So you get a taste of it. But for you to remain settled in that dimension, you still need to practice. But your practice level will be very low. It shoots you up, then it balances you, it upgrades you. Because people have their normal level and they have their excited level. So some people excited level is names, numbers, and all those things. But their normal level is just description and things like that. Do you understand? Some people normal level is names, numbers, and all those things. Their highest level, they don't even need to use their excited level because they're even always at the highest level. Their normal level is the highest level. They don't stress. So I received the impartation from the angel, and I observed that if I practice something, like I want to prophesy, it's very easy for me. I started becoming faster, speed and accuracy. Very fast. I was like, how come? That's why when you see me, these things I can do. It's because I got my impartation from an angel. The angel is looked like 50 something years old, muscular angel. I know that this is an angel of the Lord. Because the angel visited me by himself. Though I've been meditating that the angel should come, right? But it took a number of days, maybe 21 days or something. When the angel was ready, the angel just came in the afternoon. I was on my bed looking like this. And he didn't touch me. He just imparted me with the spirit of prophecy. But before then, I've been having dreams that prophet imparted me in dreams. But this time around, the angel came physically. In the afternoon, nobody was at home. In the entire house, I was living in a student house back then. We had the landlord, grandmother was living there, the mother was living there. Many ladies were living in the house. But that day, only me was in the house. Even my roommate was not around. And that's it. So, there's a way to get your impartation from an angel, is possible. Yes, but there's also a way to get an impartation, which is from a human being. Okay, but the impartation of the angel worked because I could already prophesy. So this is why it's important for you to still be able to prophesy, for you to receive impartation. Because if you're at this level and you get impartation, it can take you to this level and to sustain you there for a long period of time. But if you don't have any level at all, you can't even do anything, then what's the impartation going to do? The impartation is a multiplier. Even if you get impartation, you're at the bottom level, it won't get you anywhere. You become normal, very average, instead of you to be extraordinary. So if you want to get your impartation from a human being, it's possible. I've seen people get their impartation from a human being, but there are rules involved. So the impartation, when a human being imparts you, when an angel imparts you, is using his own high level power to bring you to the next level, to a level higher than you can even imagine, because he has that power to bring you to his level. That's angelic impartation. But prophetic impartation by a man is awakening you to your highest level that you have. So what do I mean? For example, let me explain to you again. Listen to me carefully. If you're in level 1 of prophecy and you get angelic impartation, the angel comes by himself. The angel can be in level 16. So the angel has the power to bring you from level 1 and put you at level 6. Him is at level 16. He will put you at level 6. But prophetic impartation by a man, in the realm of the spirit, you might be in level 3, but you are not aware yet. You're actually in level 3 in the realm of the spirit, but you are operating at level 1. So what the highest prophetic impartation by a man can do is that it can put you at that, it can awaken you at that level 3 that you're actually in the realm of the spirit. That's what it can do. Let me explain again. For example, you can be able to visualize your spiritual body based on your spiritual development. Now, spiritual development is different from spiritual gifts. You can only grow spiritually by your inner integrity and your volition to do what is good, your good behavior, basically. So your spiritual development will reflect in your good behavior, your good deeds, your pure thought, okay, and the words that you speak. It shows your spiritual level. For example, If a man does prophetic impartation for a Catholic nun, she will be able to do extraordinary stuff. Why? Because she's already pure. So in the realm of the spirit, her level is very high. So the human being will just awaken her to that state that she's already at. But if you get the prophetic impartation from a man and your spiritual development is not high, maybe in the realm of the spirit you are level 2 or level 3, the man can only awaken you to level 3. He cannot take you to level 6 that you want to be at. Do you understand? So there is a law. You can only see at the level that you are in. That's just it. In fact, if in the realm of the spirit you are in level 5, this is prophet angelic impartation, this man impartation, you're at level 5 in the realm of the spirit. If you get impartation from an angel, it can take you to even level 7 or 8, and you'll be operating at that level. But if you are imparted by a man, you're actually in level 5 in the realm of the spirit, but you're operating at level 1, the man can take you to level 3. You'll be awakened. Then eventually level 5. That's it. But you'll never be able to pass your limit. So you might have this idea that, oh, you want to be able to prophesy so accurately and things like that. The man can only awaken your level already, the level you're already in. It can't really take you more than what you are. So once I give you the practices and the systems, you begin to develop yourself, you begin to become more aware. Then once impartation comes, it just boosts you to the highest level that you can achieve at that moment, instead of taking you to the next level. Because if I impart you and you are not aware of, let's say you're at level 1, you're operating at level 1, even though spiritually you're at level 5. If I impart you, you might go to level 3 if you don't do practices. But if you do those practices I give to you, instead of operating at level 1, you will now awaken level 3, even though your highest spiritual level is level 5. So once I do impartation, you just go to level 5 immediately. That's just the principle. So that's why imparting people that cannot prophesy already doesn't work. It doesn't work well, especially if their spiritual level is low. Somebody that cannot visualize, they're almost dead spiritually, so you can't really do much for them because their spiritual level is low. But we do a series of tests. If you can visualize, then that means your spiritual level is okay. You can visualize, you can do these practices, you can activate your spiritual body, this and that. Okay, good. Then we do impartation, then you just boost to the next level. And lastly, you can only see your level in the realm of the spirit. You can only see your level in the realm of the spirit. If your highest spiritual level is let me say it is not very high, okay, let me use numbers so that you can understand, or let me use another scenario explanation. There are some people that they can't even see visions of the earth, like they can't see the future or the past because they are so low spiritually. They can only see demons. So they'll always be seeing demons because their spiritual level is low, their internal spiritual level. So all these practices, activation of energy, this and that, cannot, it's not as if it will boost, to take you to a spiritual level that you're not there already. No. That's why you need to have purity of thought, purity of character, and all those things. You actually have to be a good person. It's not a thing of show off. I want to show off to people. For you to say that you want to show off, it means you're not yet clean internally, so you won't be able to, that means your spiritual level will be low, so you won't be able to achieve these high gifts. So that's why you have to work on your personal integrity first, your behavior, so that your spiritual level can increase. So the more it increase and you start doing these practices, the more you begin to get to greater heights. It will just begin to unlock. So for you to receive prophetic impartation from a man, the man must be willing to impart you, to bring you to your highest level, to help you. The desire must be there. You also need to desire to go to that high level too. And number 3, you need to work on your own personal integrity. Like, you actually need to be a good person and you need to have good intentions. Good intentions, good behavior, good thoughts makes you a good person, makes you to develop spiritually, so that when you do these practices, you just reach your highest spiritual level. And if your highest spiritual level is etheric vision or astral vision, or open visions, because you're actually at that level spiritually, once you start to do the practices, boom, it takes you there. So you'll be able to do all those things. You just unlock the ability. If the man does impartation for you. But if an angel does impartation for you, as long as you do your practices well, the angel can boost you to extraordinary heights. But still, the angel is limited. He can't just do anything anyhow, because there are rules involved. Hope you understand. So this is how impartation works. Some people can get impartation and immediately they start prophesying accurately. I have experienced this. Some people receive impartation 3 months before they start manifesting. Some 1 month before they start manifesting. You need to work on your internal self first. You need to prepare yourself for impartation. Because the two poles, the person I want to impart you, me, and you, it needs to align. Okay? You need to be able to match my energy. You need to be able to match my energy. If your spiritual level is low, your internal integrity is very low, you're telling me that you don't want to practice. You can't buy the gift of God. You just can't buy the gift of God. So that's why you need to be prepared internally. You just need to open your heart. So you can't be like, I need a shortcut, I need a shortcut. Because if you're like, I need a shortcut, people that say those kind of things, they are not yet developed spiritually. No. It can never be a shortcut. It can never be a thinking that you want a shortcut. No. It can only be like you need a form of help. You need help from above to take you to the next level. So you can never be like, I want it rush, rush. I want it. No, those are not spiritual traits. And it must not come from a place of greed. It must come from a place of purity, genuine desire to help people. You can lie to human beings. You can say that, oh, I just want to get my impartation so that I can, help people, so that, but God knows your heart. If you are saying, I just want to get the impartation, not because of money, I just want to help people, but internally, you actually want to use it to make money and do all kind of evil stuff, and it won't work for you. Why won't it work for you? Because your spiritual level will be so low internally that even if the impartation comes upon you, the effect will not be much. It will move you to the next level. And even if because you are so dark internally, that your next level will still be dark. So small light comes into you. It's just like everywhere is dark now, pure pitch black. Then you put a candle there, everywhere will still be dark. You'll still be trying to see. You won't see much. But if there is light and you add more light, it becomes brighter. This is the principle of impartation. Impartation is not that you can't prophesy, you can't see angels, you can't do anything and someone prays for you and just walk up. No. So this is why some people are able to see visions immediately, because their heart is clean within 24 hours, within 3 hours, within 30 days, within 15 days. Whereas some people are just unable to crack the code. You need to be pure in heart. Blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see God. They shall see the things of God, actually. That's what should be there. Yeah. So this is the secret of impartation and the secret of replication of spirit. So if you want to get impartation, reach out to me. Click the link below. But make sure that you are ready to have a clean heart. You have a clean heart anyway. And you understand the laws involved in impartation. And if you cannot prophesy before, you are starting from scratch, join the prophetic school. Or you can get the impartation program. So after you join the prophetic school, once you are done, you get your impartation. Simple as ABC. So if you need any help, you have any questions, let me know. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll appreciate it. Like this video too, so that I can reach more people. Bye-bye.